gonna do another number generator picks my makeup. So I've done 3 of these already. This will be my 4th one. It's been a little bit of time since I did my last one. I thought, well, it's about time I do it again. If you're not familiar with what this is, it's a little makeup challenge where I have added all of my makeup into different categories in Tiny Decisions, and we just randomly pick what I'm going to put on my face today, and then whatever eyeshadow palette is picked, then we will do a palette style bingo for the shades and like what I'm going to do. So everything is to chance, or I try to make everything to chance. So most of these have gone really well. I've been very, very lucky, but today might be the day that it doesn't go well, but we'll see. I am in desperate need of some primer. All right, so here we go. Let's see what primer we get today. It's gonna be the Revolution Hydra, which is quite moisturizing, so this is a good one. So this is one of the more like skincare type primers. This is the Hydra Base Cream to Water Hydrating Primer from Makeup Revolution. I picked this up earlier, maybe just a few months ago, but you can see I've like hit the bottom. There's really not a lot of product in here at all. That's crazy. I didn't even realize until I opened it that I literally hit the bottom. So yeah, this is not gonna last me very long. So that's kind of crappy, but anyway, we're gonna put some primer on, and I really desperately need it. I'm feeling a little dry. Feeling a little dry. I don't know what it is. I've just been like kind of fed up with the summer now. I'm a little bit of a nutcase. Like I'm like so desperate for the sunshine and the summer all year long. And then now I feel like we've had such a long summer. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my forehead, that I'm a little bit over it, but don't tell anyone. But I'm a little bit over it. I'm just a little tired of being hot and going outside and being in the sun. It looks like today it's gonna be somewhat sunny. It's been very, very windy though, because I think there's like a storm brewing or like a tropical storm somewhere. I don't know, but it's been very windy the last few days, so I've been able to avoid the sun a little bit, but it just means that my son is all bored and miserable because he's been loving going in at the pool. So I have just been so bored of going into the pool lately. I think I'm over it. So anyway, let's move on. So let's do foundation, shall we? This is fine. It's not my favorite primer, so once it's done, I think I won't buy it again. I think it's fine for what it is. Okay, let's go foundation. I probably I'm actually missing quite a lot of foundation. I don't think I added any of the new foundation in here, but that's fine because I've been going into that a lot. Oh, the NYX Glow. I've hardly gone into this one. So this one is not even the glow. It's the Buttermilk Glaze. Yeah, it must be the glaze one. I just wrote the wrong one. Oh, it says Soft Glow Skin Tint. This is perfect because I barely have gone into this one and I think I liked it. So yeah, let's go into this one. I think I'm just gonna put it right on my face. It's actually a really good shade match for me right now. Yeah, it's pretty good. I should be wearing this before I lose my tan for sure. Maybe I'll pull this from my Shop My Stash. That's another thing that I haven't done. I haven't done my Shop My Stash in a while. It's just because I haven't been wearing that much makeup, so it doesn't make sense for me to do a Shop My Stash for this month. But I know come September I'll be wearing makeup a little bit more. So it will definitely come back next month. I think just for this month, you know, usually you do it around the second week of the month, and obviously I haven't done that. And I just don't see the point in doing it this week because, you know, I'm really just not wearing that much makeup. So I don't need to pull more makeup. You know, any makeup that I do pull, I'll probably neglect. But I have actually ended up going into all of the eyeshadow palettes that I pulled from my Shop My Stash. I have been able to do that and do at least one look with each of them, which has been good, which I can talk about when I go through all the eyeshadow palettes that I've used in the month, because I don't think I wore any of them for videos, I don't think. But yeah, I've just been kind of, when I have worn makeup, I've been enjoying just doing it for myself and not necessarily doing it to film or anything like that. So I've just definitely taken a step back this month, which is fine. But if you've noticed that, that's what's happened. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's kind of I did a very minimal coverage, so not a huge amount on my face, but I don't want to wear too much where I'm all cakey. So, and I think it's a pretty decent shade match for me at the moment. It's not too pale. A lot of my foundation is very pale. So what do I want to do? But let's do concealer. I'm going to do concealer. And then we might go straight into eyeshadow after this. But let's do concealer first. So the concealer is going to be my Essence concealer, which I believe, yeah, so my Essence concealer is this one. It's the Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer, and it's got like aloe vera or something like this. So it's this one right here. This is pretty pale, this one, but I think it'll be fine. We'll just do a little bit here and a little bit there. Anything should be better than the one that I'm trying to finish, which is my ABH. But we'll see. I will zoom you in when we do our eyeshadow. But I hope it's an eyeshadow that's not in a project, because I would love to just do something that's not in a project. Maybe if it's in a project, I'll just skip. So it'd be nice to just use an eyeshadow palette and not have to pair it with something else and just do a makeup look with that eyeshadow palette. Because I don't often do that. I usually always pair multiple eyeshadow palettes together to do a look because I have so many projects going on. It would be really nice to just not have to worry about that for today and just do what I want to do, like what I want to feel like. Actually, let's powder first. I'm going to powder under my eyes. Hopefully we get a nice powder. Let's see. Where's my powder? Okay, powder. So this will be specifically for under the eyes. Oh, we could do face as well, maybe. Depends what is picked. My Nabla. Okay, I do like this one. I don't know if it's the best for under the eyes. This is the close-up pressed powder, and I've almost hit pan in it. I don't know if you can see that dome right there, but definitely almost hit pan. I've got the light shade. So we're just gonna put a little dusting under our eyes. Okay, we can always powder a little bit after that. So let's pick eyeshadow palette. Ooh, this is always the most fun, isn't it? This is always the most fun. Okay, so I've got all my eyeshadow palettes in here. We're gonna see which one we get. Oh, Cosmic Beauty Muse. Should I do it? It is in a project. All right, so this is the Muse palette right here from Cosmic Beauty. So this is currently, I have one shade in my Panos eyeshadows, which is the Water Lily shade down here. Or actually, I think I really want to go into this shade over here. You know what? I completely forgot. We're supposed to do a palette bingo with this. We were supposed to do a palette bingo. What am I doing? I did this in one of my other videos too. I completely forgot that we were doing a palette bingo. What is wrong with me? Why do I do this to myself? Why? Okay, we're gonna start over. Oh my gosh, I'm such a klutz. Okay, so there are 20 shades in this. So we're gonna do a number generator. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna wipe this off. I think I just got like 2 involved in it. So we're gonna pick like 5 different shades, okay? So we're gonna do number 4. Ooh, okay, so number 4 is going to be this one over here, which is called Ambient. This is pretty. It's like a purpley plum with a bluey shift on top, but it's not super strong. Next one's going to be number 8, which is 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to be this one right here, which is called Patina. Wow, this is very pretty. Ooh, pretty. Okay, then we are going to pick, if we get the mustard, then I don't have to wipe this off. 19. Okay, 19 is going to be Petal, which is down here, which is a pure matte sort of rose mauve shade. Okay, we'll do 2 more and see what it looks like. So next one's going to be number 1. Okay, cool, because I actually wanted to go into this one. This is called Luster here. And this is the iridescent one that flips pink. So that goes really nicely with that rose mauve one that I just laid down. Okay, and then the last one, let's hope it's a mustard. Otherwise I have to clean this up. Number 6, ooh, Inspire, which is this green right here. I think this is kind of an interesting color story. Very spring-like. So that's gonna be our color story. So I'm just gonna wipe this off. Okay, it's not looking the best, but whatever. All right, so this is our actual color story. Okay. I think I've woken up now. This works, this works. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go into the matte, because we really only have one pure matte, which is fine. They all kind of work together, which I'm really pleased about. So we're gonna go into the pink one. We're going pink today instead of mustard, which is fine. Okay, so what I wanna do is I'm gonna put this one down, which is that Inspire one. No, Ambient, sorry, that one's called Ambient. I'm gonna put that one here. Something like this. And then I think I'm gonna go into the green. Yeah, I'm gonna go into this green now. I'm gonna put that in the middle. Okay, and then we're gonna go into this other green. You see what I'm doing. I'm just doing a little bit of a gradient. And then this one we're gonna put in my inner corner. Gonna have like a little blemish here that I want to cover up. Just gonna add a little bit more concealer. All right, this is the look. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the first like purpley one in here. I wish I could have something maybe just a little bit darker for this area, but this will do. All right, so I'm not gonna leave this one to chance because the other 2 mascaras that I have, I don't wanna go into. This is the Wrap Lash from Revolution. I'm breaking the rules a little bit. I'm gonna go into this because I just opened it and I've been loving it, and I don't really wanna go into like some old mascara. So we're gonna go into this for now, and then everything else we will randomize. I know I lied and I said everything was gonna be randomized, but you'll just have to forgive me on this one. Okay, that's it. Those are eyes done. I think that's pretty nice. It wasn't too difficult to put a look together. Looking a little rough over here, but I think it's pretty, right? All right, let's go into bronzer. So bronzer, no, that's not Tiny Decisions. Where's my Tiny Decisions? So I either have cream or powder in here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do either one. So we're gonna go into the Soul, which is the ColourPop Soul Bronzer. So that is this one right here. It might be a little too pale for me, this one, honestly. Although, I don't know, my face isn't that brown. But I really do think this is a really solid bronzer. I really do actually enjoy this one. It's kind of warm, but not too bad. I might have had a little bit of something else on this brush because it's looking a lot darker than I remember it. All right, there we have it. There is my Soul bronzer on. Let's do blush. So blush, we want a good one. So again, I think I have my cream blushes in here too. So we're gonna do Essence Liquid Mauve. So I'm not sure if this really is the mauve one, but this is what I call the mauve one because the packaging is kind of mauvey. This is the Baby Got blush. It's a liquid blush from Essence. And I've kind of enjoyed all of these, to be fair. I don't know if this one really truly is mauve, but it's more like a rosy mauvey pink. I guess it does match the first shade that we put on our eyes. I'm gonna put quite a lot because I think you can get away with doing a lot on these. At least I hope so, otherwise I put way too much. It's pretty, right? It's a pretty blush color. It smells amazing too, it really does. It smells like candy, honestly. You know what it smells like? It smells like a Starburst. Okay, I have put a lot on. I'm just going to pat this down a little bit. I put a lot on, but I do still like it though. I think it's very pretty. I'm not really sure which one I prefer. I like when things turn out good. What else do we want to do? Maybe let's do some highlighter. Let's do highlighter. So we got the PLouise highlighter, which is a big highlighter palette. So this is the highlighter palette that I have. It was in one of their budget boxes, and you get a ton of highlighters in here. So you get 8. I'm losing my voice. You get 8. So we're gonna do 1 out of 8 to see which one we get. All right, 1 out of 8. Let's click the button, and we have 3. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3. So it's gonna be this one over here, which is called CEO Shea. And it's like a peachy pink. Ooh, this is perfect. My finger is dirty from the eyeshadow, but this is perfect. Okay, so everything is working out. I swear, people need to do this because it just works out. It just works out, especially if you like your collection, you have a bunch of stuff that you can make work. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, I like this shade. I don't think I go into it that much, but this is very pretty. Oh, I like it. Okay, lips are always difficult, so I have to ask yes or no questions because I haven't added all my lip products in this. It's just gonna take too long. So we'll do yes or no. Am I going to use a lip liner? And it's gonna tell me. No. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, red is yes. Okay, so we are gonna use a lip liner. Cool, all right. Are we gonna use a lipstick? Seems like it. Yes, okay. So then what else should I ask? So I do have too many lipsticks to add in. I'm not entirely sure how to ask about the lipsticks. Are we gonna go like nudie pink? Let's see, are we gonna go nudie pink on the lipstick? Let's just see that first before we figure anything else out. So it's a barely a yes, nudie pink, barely yes. So let me grab all of my nudie pinks and also my lip liners. All right, so I have all of my lip liners here first. So let's just go through and see which one I'm going to pick. If it's going to be a red, this is going to look a little strange. We're just going to do 1 and then through however many I have, which is 8. So let's do that first. Okay, so 1 through 8 is going to be, did that change? 1 through 8 is going to be 2. Okay, a 2, which is going to be this one right here, which is actually my BH Cosmetics, and this is a nude, so this works great. This obviously is discontinued. This one used to be called Earth, but you can't really see that anymore. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, so with my lipsticks, I've tried to avoid anything that's a little too pink or a little too brown. So I have these ones as option. This is technically a lip balm, but I'm going to include it. This is from Pixi. So I've got the Pixi Shea lip balm. I've got 2 Glam Shops here. One is a little bit more mauvey pink. So I've kind of included mauvey pinks in this selection. And then this one is a little bit more like a nudie, true nudie pink one. And then I've got this Laura Geller, which is a little more mauvey, but I think it kind of works with what I'm going for. And then the MCO Beauty called Petal. This one might be a little too pink, quite honestly, it's not very nude, this one. Maybe I should discontinue that. Not discontinue, disqualify it. And then this one from Models Co. is kind of the same. I think I'm going to keep them in. I don't mind if it's like that. So let's do the lip liner first, since we know that we're definitely going into this one. This is the perfect nudie pink. Perfect. I don't even need to do anything else to it. Okay. All right. So I didn't even ask if we're going to do a lip gloss on top. We're not doing a lip gloss on top. So we have 6 lipsticks. So I'm going to try to hold them, which I can't. I can't hold them in a row. I can't hold them in a row. Okay. So this is the first one, and then we're going to go like this, okay? So you just got to trust me on here. I'm not going to try to move anything, but we're going to go like this. Okay, so we're going to do 1 out of 6. I need to change that. Okay, so now number 6 was actually this one over here, which is my Pixi. It's more of a lip balm, but it's fine. We're going to go into this one. This honestly works perfectly. Isn't it crazy how things work out? I think I might powder the rest of my face using the Nabla. I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush. Just powder it a little bit more. I mean, this looks fine to me. I don't know, does it look all right up close? I think everything looks good up close, right? I feel like there's a hair here. There is a hair, yeah. There. So eye look. The skin's looking okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is nice. Well, you know what? This is how I should do my makeup every single day. If it works out like this, like, I don't know anything. The gods know, right? When they pick the makeup for me, it always works out. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So anyway, yeah, this is my little makeup random generator video for the month of August. I think I skipped July. I think my last one was in June. I think so. But anyway, I'm glad I did it because I was thinking of skipping this one too. I thought, no, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And I'm very happy that I did because I actually really like this eye look. You know, you could do this exact eye look with the Dragon's Eye palette from What's Up Beauty. I think you could do this exact eye look because you have these shades, maybe not the inner corner shade. That's the only one that you wouldn't really necessarily have with the iridescent pink, but you could use something else. But definitely this reminds me of the Dragon's Eye palette from What's Up Beauty. It has everything there that you have in that palette, but you also have it in the Muse. So do you need both? Maybe not. Maybe like they do similar things. Cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Hope you're all doing really, really well. I feel like I'm losing my voice, so I gotta go and have a drink, but I will see you in my next video. Bye!